Alright guys, welcome to the Excel to App series again, where we come together to learn about how to make apps and automate regular tasks done in Excel or Google Sheets by leveraging free tools online. Okay, I want to tell you something secret now. Today we're going to be making an attendance tracking system, an attendance tracking sheet. We'll be working with Google Sheets today, and why I'm keeping that kind of quiet is because it's really I wasn't much of a very good student in school, so it's kind of very bad that I am going to do something that will not really help the bad student that I was. So I'm going to be making a attendance tracking sheet today because I did one recently with a client, and I wanted to do another one. I observed that a lot of teachers are kind of struggling. They kind of need it because they are having their sessions online now due to the pandemic, due to the lockdown, and they need something to track their attendance since it's no more physical, and some are not having it as easy or straightforward as possible. So I'm going to show you the possible ways. Obviously, as usual, I will show you how to do them and also show you apps that I have made that might make it better or faster. So if you're a teacher, I think you should listen up and work with me. It's very easy to do, very easy for you to do yourself. But if you also want more, maybe you have a principal that you know it has a listen ear, or maybe you need it done properly and automated, maybe because you have a large class, or you really value your time than doing work like this. So let's get into it quickly. So here we go. We go to Google Sheets, right? And before we even start, I know that what do you want? You want an attendance tracker, and how is it going to work? It's going to work in. Let's use your regular Google Forms. Let's go to Google Forms. So search for Google Forms in Google and just go to it. Click on this. Go to Google Forms. So create a blank form here, and let's call this attendance tracker. Obviously, as usual, you can call it anything you want. So we're going to keep it very basic, very simple. You just want to track the names. And let's add another question. You want to get the email just for proper correspondence. You can add as many columns as you need. Maybe time, but you don't need to add time because, well, that one is automatically done. But let me just move on. So it's very simple. You added name, added email. Click on this icon here to have a preview of it, what it looks like, and this is as simple as it is. So let's assume we have students Adam, and his email is a@ymail.com, and he submits. And I had another student, Ben, and it's b@gmail.com, and he submits. So if you go here, you can see your responses side here. So you see your 2 responses, and if you want to create a spreadsheet out of these responses, just click on this icon here. Automatically it asks you if you want to create a new sheet. Just click on create. So what Google does, out of the response here, it creates a sheet for you, which is somewhat important, which is what you are heading towards. And you can see the timestamp that the form was filled here, which is very critical. So what you basically usually want is just to split. So when you've had your class, everybody is finished, you can send them the form. Send. You can click on send, and click on here, and that URL, you can just copy it, and wherever you send that link, gets this kind of form. So if you click, let's click on the preview again, and you can see your form here. Going back to what I was working on the sheets, let's assume you finished your classes, your lesson for the day. You've taken your attendance and you want to analyze this data. Just equals to split, open bracket, and you go to this time here, click on comma, parenthesis, space, parenthesis, and close it. And you can see what it does. It splits that into date and time. So you need to just copy and paste down. So let's assume, even though I can't go back in time or forward in time, but just imagine this is my another day. I go to Charlene, and she's c@gmail.com. So you can see Charlene's date here. So when the class is this, let's assume this is their timetable. This they fill their class again. Or your job is just to come here, copy and paste, and submit another response. What is his response? Adam. So you since this is Adam filling his attendance again, which is a at gmail.com. Let's assume it's the next lesson. So everybody fills their form, and when everybody fills the form, and when you are done with the classes, your job is to just come here and paste down. And you can paste, select down, and Ctrl V to paste. But you really don't need to do that yet, because if I do this, submit another response and say Charlene c@gmail.com, click on submit. You see that it affects this. So when you just copy, when everybody has finished taking the attendance, you copy and you paste down, and it splits the date and the time. Now what makes it, what you want is early, know if it's late or early. So to know if it's late or early, you need to know your cutoff time. Your cutoff time is this. So let's assume it's 8 o'clock or 8. Let's just say 8:05 a.m. Okay. So let's assume this is your cutoff time. If you click on equals to, or type equals to, if open a bracket. Since this is the time they enter, if this is greater than this, click on bracket. What's the value if true? Value is true. If it's greater than 8, that means person is late because it's greater than 8 a.m. And if it's not greater than, that means it's early. So you can see that. We need to just copy that formula, and what we need to do is this is where we need to be careful. You can see this A2. You can see this A2 against I2. So what you need to do is to put a $sign here before the I and $sign here before the 2, and copy and select and Ctrl V to paste. So you can see everything is late. If I just change it from 16 to 6 a.m. or just 6, what the fuck? Oh, made a mistake. Okay, the mistake I made was I was comparing date with time. Sorry, I'm supposed to compare this time here. So it's going to be from A, it's supposed to be E. So if I can copy, select and Ctrl V. So I apologize for that. Let's actually add another date. I submit another response for Ben, and his usual b@gmail.com. You can see it here. All I need to do as usual is just copy this like this, and I copy this. It's late again, but if I change So let's assume if I change this to 06, you can see it's now early. Or if I change it to 7, it's early. If I change to 8, late. And remember, this is updated from the form they fill. So that's a very basic attendance tracker for you, so you can see. And oh yeah, let me add it the way I know most teachers usually like to see their reports. When every time after class, if you've selected the lesson is over and you want to do your report, you just copy, select all of this, copy, and you come here and right click and paste special transposed, because I know this is how the report usually is when it's transposed, and you understand that this will usually be your week, but I know that the name usually is like that. But I know this will help you, if you know how to format your report properly, how to format your reports properly. And if you need any help, you can always hit me up on the comment section below. I will respond as quickly as possible. But another way to do it is I kind of made an app already earlier, like months ago or so, because it's what I made for someone. So it has two modules, two parts in it. This is a timetable part. It's not perfect. This is like not the real one they are using. This is the demo version. So this is like the timetable one they use. It's already it signifies to the students already when it's time for their classes, so they know what class they are having. This is the timetable part, and they also have the attendance register part right here. So this is it right here. I need to just enter a new date, and each student has to enter his name. Abraham, let's say Charlene, and Charlene's email is c@gmail.com. And because here's the bad part, they can't do this. You have to sign. Like there's no digital way. They have to physically sign that they're in class or around, and sign that okay, my name is Charlene, and save. And all of them, this is how everybody's attendance for the day shows here. So if you are interested in something like this for your school or for your lessons, or you could still hit me in the comments and I can get back to you on it. Either way, thank you very much for listening. And like I always say, this is not about a million followers, this is about one person. If you find this valuable, thank you very much. I really think you should subscribe so that you will get notifications on new solutions to problems that I solve consistently. And if you find it's valuable, you can also share with your friends or colleagues, and I hope it helps them. So take care of yourself. Bye bye. I love you and stay safe.